What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. And before I jump into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. So for this video, I got some exclusive news for you guys. First up, I have a release date for the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Bred. As well, I have details on the upcoming Air Jordan 4 Rare Air in Atmosphere Gray. Now, there's a lot more from Jordan Brand in this video. As well, we have news from Nike. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. The first colorway of the Nike KD17 to release is known as Sunrise. Now, they were expected to debut in April, but that didn't happen. However, we do have a new release date. The shoes are inspired by the Air Max Plus, and they feature a University Gold, Black, and Safety Orange color combination. This pair is going to drop on May 17th, and the retail price will be $150. I dropped a short yesterday about the new release date for the Nike Air DT Max 96 in black and white, and if you missed the short, I'll talk about the new release date here. So as you guys know, they were originally released on February 10th via the Sneakers app, and then a wider release was supposed to take place, I believe today, April 25th. Or it could have been the 26th, I can't really remember. However, the release has been delayed and the new date is June 14th. Now, these will be available at more retailers, and I know somebody left a comment on the short stating that places in Atlanta have already released them early. So if you're out that way, keep your eye open, and the retail price is $170. Travis Scott will have a couple shoes in this video, new colorways, and the first pair I'm going to talk about is his upcoming Nike Shark-A-Don. I talked about the overall model several months ago, but we have images of a new colorway known as Baroque Brown. This pair features a Baroque Brown and cell color combination, while they are constructed with a mixture of leather and suede. In addition, we have mesh on the tongues and collar, while Baroque Brown covers most of the upper. In addition, we have Cactus Jack branding on the tongues and Travis Scott's face logo. The midsole is done in white, and then we have cell accents on the swoosh and upper eyelet. And for those that don't know, the midsole is inspired by the Nike Zoom Spiridon. As well, you see the shark-like teeth. That is from the Nike Shark, which is a football cleat. Now, as for a release date, we don't have one. However, they are expected to debut fall 2024, and currently no retail price. Several months back, it was announced that Huff would be dropping another Nike Air Max 1, and the details were slim at that time. However, we knew that the shoes were coming, and one of the colorways, potentially there is more, but we don't have confirmation, is known as Brilliant Orange. Now, we do have a first look at the shoes, and they come dressed in an anthracite, brilliant orange, medium gray, and gunsmoke color combination. For those that don't know, Huff is a streetwear brand located in San Francisco, and to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the first time they connected with Nike sportswear on the Air Max 1, they're going to release this pair. Potentially more. There is a rumor that the original colorway is returning, along with this new brilliant orange pair. And unfortunately, we only have the one image, so we can't really tell fully what's going on. But it features various shades of gray throughout, along with leather and nubuck. Across the mudguard is more gray, but it's like this crinkled leather with a glossy finish. And then highlighting the shoes, we have brilliant orange on the swoosh, top eyelets, liner, accented on the laces, within the air unit, and on the toe cap. Now, other than that, we don't really have much more to go off of. I'm sure they'll feature Huff branding. But as for the release details, this pair is expected to debut summer 2024, and the retail price will be $160. We have new images of the upcoming Verdy Nike SB Dunk Low known as Visty. Now, I'll be honest, I really like this shoe. However, there is no way I could pull these off. This pair would be just something I would have on display or just to show off, but not to wear. I couldn't do it. But for those that don't know, Verdy is the founder of Girls Don't Cry, and Visty is a character which is commonly seen across plush toys. So the color blocking and the hairy-like material, that is inspired by the plush toy, and the official colorway is Blue Gaze, Light Arctic Pink, and Bicycle Yellow. Now with these new images, we get a few different angles. As well, the insoles, they feature the Visty character doing some sort of skateboarding trick. I'm not really sure if it's a kickflip or whatever it is. And then we have Verdy branding. The same Verdy branding seen on the insoles are also placed on the tongue label, along with Nike SB branding, and the character is also placed on the inside of the tongue. This is another Nike SB Dunk Low that, again, I do want, but I won't be able to get. The store here in Sacramento, I have my suspicions on what they're doing, but I'm not going to call them out on it because, again, I don't know 100% for sure if they're backdooring, but it does seem that way. But if you're interested in grabbing this pair, the release is expected to take place this summer, although we don't have a specific release date, and the retail price will be $135. Moving on to Jordan Brand, and the second shoe from Travis Scott we have is the Jordan Jumpman Jack. Now, a new colorway has recently leaked. This pair is known as white and cream due to the colorway, obviously, but unfortunately at this time we don't have the specific colorway. But the shoes feature cream across the upper with leather overlays and of course the reverse swoosh across the panels. In addition, we have University Red on the Jumpman emblem, branding on the heels, and Jack written across the rubber outsole. Lastly, we have cream on part of the midsole and on the rubber outsole. Now, unfortunately for this pair, we don't have a specific release date. They are expected to debut sometime this year, and the retail price will be $200. I know the hype continues to die on the Air Jordan 1 High OG. Currently, the hype has shifted towards the Air Jordan 1 Low OG, but with the recent announcement of the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Bred returning, we all know that is going to be insane. But one of the pairs releasing this summer is known as Denim, and we have new photos of that shoe. It's been a while since I've talked about them, and these look kind of different from images that have been going around several months ago. Now, this could be one of a few things. The images that were going around several months ago could be an early sample, or this pair from JD Sports could be a sample, or each pair could just be unique. Now, what I'm talking about is on the panels of the shoe and the toe box, the sample version featured Summit White. Here, it looks more like it's kind of dyed blue. Now, if each pair is unique in that way, that's actually pretty dope. But I highly doubt that some pairs will be completely white and then some pairs would be dyed. I think more so the patterns would be different. So either the first set of images is a sample or this one. I kind of doubt that the JD Sports one is a sample. I think this is kind of the official release. Not calling where the images came from originally fake. I believe they're just a sample. But the official colorway is Summit White, Obsidian, Summit White, and Gum Medium Brown. So as you can see on the overlays, we have a lighter shade of blue, and then a darker one is placed on the collar, swoosh logo, and tongue branding. White hits the tongue, laces, midsole, and the wings logo on the ankle. And then we have a gum rubber outsole with speckled detailing to complete the look. Now, as for the release details, the release date that I was given was June 15th. So we still got a couple months before they release, and the retail price is $180. Also, what I'm hearing is that these will be available exclusively in men's sizing, but that could change. We have a first look at the upcoming Air Jordan 1 High OG Midnight Navy. Now, if it looks a little small to you, that's because this is the grade school pair, but it does give us a look at what's to come. So this pair is part of the Heritage Twist series. Multiple pairs have been part of this series. Basically, Jordan Brand takes an OG color blocking, but adds different colors. So for this case, we have the Chicago Air Jordan 1, but instead of red, it features blue. Now, the official colorway is Midnight Navy, Black, White, and Cell. And going over the pair, they feature a leather build. We have Midnight Navy on the overlays, around the heel, and the tongue label. White hits the toe box, panels, the tongue, and then we have Cell across the midsole, giving it an aged look. You guys already know I love the aged look. I know a lot of you don't, and I respect that. And then finishing the look is black on the swoosh, ankle, wings logo, liner, laces, and the rubber outsole. So pretty straightforward color blocking. And as for the release date, they are scheduled to debut on September 14th. And they will be available in full family sizing. So we have men's priced at $180, grade school at $140, preschool at $85, and toddler sizes at $70. All right, moving on to the exclusive information. I have some details on the Air Jordan 4 Rare Air in Atmosphere Gray. Now, heads up, the image used is a mock-up, and what releases may look different. However, from my source, I was told that Jordan Brand would bring back the Air Jordan 4 Rare Air, but in a new colorway. Now, you guys might remember that pair being the Tour Yellow, which originally dropped back in 2006. It was part of Jordan Brand's lifestyle series, so there was some matching apparel also available. And one of the unique elements about this shoe was the tongue label. So the label featured a Jumpman on it, but when you removed the label, it featured Rare Air. Now, I'm not sure how many other colorways of the Rare Air Air Jordan 4 are going to release, but this shoe features an Atmosphere Gray, Varsity Red, dark blue gray, and white color combination. Now, how we linked the Rare Air pair being to this pair was due to dark blue gray. So that shade is pretty unique, and that was used on the Tour Yellow pair from 2006. Now, it's actually kind of funny because I have the colorway release time frame and then the style code. Now, there's another, I guess you want to call it a website. I wouldn't call it that. They're trash. And I'm not going to say their name, but if you know, you know. They put out some information, and they have this style code linked to a totally different colorway. So it just goes to show that sometimes when you want to be first, you're actually last. But that's just my mini rant for the video. For this pair, I really hope that they feature speckled detailing across the midsole. Sneakerhead Z and I, we put together this mock-up last night. It was kind of last minute because the information came in pretty last minute, but very thankful for the info, like always. But other than that, I'm not even mad at the color blocking. Like, these are pretty dope. But like always, I should have another update soon. I'm hoping to get official color blocking soon for a lot of pairs that I talked about and some that I'm going to talk about. Now, as for the release date, unfortunately, I don't have one, but they are expected to debut spring 2025, which means that a release could either take place between January and March of 2025. And currently, no retail price. If I had to guess, at minimum $215, I wouldn't be surprised if they were at $225. But let me know your thoughts on the mock-up. If they drop like this, would you buy? For the last piece of news of this video, I have a release date for the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Bred. Now, with this release date, I have the official colorway and the style code. I know a lot of people say it's not official until there's a style code. Well, I do got that. You can check it out on SneakerFiles.com if you really like to. I know most of you guys don't care about that. It's not really important. You trust my word, and I appreciate that. Now, kind of what I already expected about the shoes is that they're going to release during All-Star Weekend. Now, All-Star Weekend appears to be packed. We also had the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Galaxy returning during All-Star Weekend, and although I'm not 100% on this, I kind of think that the Air Jordan 5 Black Metallic will also return during All-Star Weekend 2025. Now, I do have a specific release date, which is February 16th. Now, one thing I want to say, which is kind of weird on the colorway, is that it's black multicolor. Now, I'm not sure if they use that just to kind of disguise it from the leakers. And then I thought maybe the original box featured black multicolor, but after looking at images, it just says Air Jordan High Black, and black is abbreviated BLK/R for red. So that isn't the case. It just might be due to the fact that they were trying to disguise the shoe. I'm not sure, but they are confirmed. Now, I've heard some pretty crazy rumors about the release. I can't say just yet for a couple reasons. One, I was told I couldn't say it, and two, it's not 100% confirmed. But if you're listening now, just remember, if it does come true, I'll talk about it more, and I'll also reflect to the time I told you just to remember this moment. Now, I have yet to confirm if they will release in full family sizing or not. For sure in men's sizing, more than likely in toddler sizing, just because that's how it's been on previous releases. But I also heard a rumor that these will be a GR. So that's a plus, because a lot of the Air Jordan 1 High 85 releases have been somewhat on the limited side. They would be available on the Sneakers app as well as boutiques, but you couldn't go into like a Foot Locker, a Champs, a JD Sports and get them. Not to my knowledge. Maybe a few Foot Lockers the main stores, but at least not in my area. So just to recap, the shoes will debut on February 16th, 2025, and the retail price will be $200. I know a lot of people are upset about the retail price, but the difference is that on this model, the Air Jordan 1 High 85, it's always been $200. I know it still sucks, but that's just how Jordan Brand's been doing it for a while now, actually since the time the first shoe dropped. But let me know your thoughts on the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Bred. Do you plan on picking them up when they drop? And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Now, tomorrow, I also plan on dropping another video, potentially another one. So that would be 4 videos this week. I don't even know the last time I dropped 4 videos in a week, not including shorts, because those are pretty easy. But I'm going to work on the rest of the info and getting this video together as soon as I'm done recording. I got a handful of surprises in store, so like always, be on the lookout for that. Now, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. As well, if you have any questions, make sure to leave that down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.